This is WFO.
This is WFO.
You're on WFO.
"2011 was the first year of a new point system, a system that was supposed to emphasize winning. We took time to catch up with the drivers and speak with all the parties involved to determine whether the new point system has truly worked in 2011. The Chase, this is turning out to be one of the best ever. It's funny, we say that almost every year. It's turning out to be the best ever, and I think that's the growing and learning process involved with the Chase. It's still relatively new.
Definitely gives guys that have had a couple bad races and were, 6th through 12th in the points going into the Chase, and in the old system you would be mathematically, you wouldn't be mathematically out of it, but it would be virtually impossible to gain all those points back and get yourself in a position to win. So having the reset in the points, it gives those guys in the back half of the Chase that opportunity that if they've got their program turned around to make that run now.
This new points format where a position is, the difference between second and third is only 1 point. And what's cool about that is that the point system allows for that, and fans can sit back in their chair or in the grandstands and sort of calculate that in their mind. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The old point system, I had been in the business 10 years and could not understand. But now I can see that a guy slipped back 5 spots. I know that's 5 points. I can, have some relative idea where he's at in the championship.
Do you think that this point system, the way it is, while it is close and exciting, makes you worry more about failure than try to be successful? Because a 40th or 30th ends your championship, in my opinion.
It does. There's a bigger penalty for having a bad day under this point system. So, it becomes a true test of not just the driver and how fast you are, but it becomes a test of your equipment and how well you can prepare the engines and how lucky you can be not to have a flat tire or a wreck, because there will be a group of guys who don't have those bad days, and those are the ones who are going to win the championship. So as much as it sounds great to say it's all about winning and all that stuff, it's really all about not having a terrible finish, and that's what's going to get you the championship.
I have an issue. Paul Menard, we saw him spin out at the end of the race because he was a junk car out on the racetrack trying to get those, what I'm calling junk points, and they make such a big difference. 5 points at the tail end of the field is just like 5 at the front of the field.
I never really worry about it too much. I guess the way I look at it is, as long as I know what the system is going into the year, then we know what we have to do to get ourselves in, and I don't really worry about the other half of the field. And you still, in Paul's situation there, there's still his fans that are up wanting to see him on the racetrack and his sponsors that need him on the racetrack. So versus having him drop out because his car is bad, you still gotta, it still shows that everybody through the field is still fighting for the same thing, and they're still fighting for a point per position, and it keeps, it makes everybody still work hard the whole race versus just riding around.
It used to be that I think you got 35 points or something like that for last place, and it was 180 to win. So that the ratio's like 6 to 1 or something, and now it's 1 point for last and 43 for first, so that's a 43 to 1 ratio. So it's a bigger ratio for a poor performance, and I think they might tweak that. I think they should stop at about 30th and just give everybody 10 or 12, 13 points.
I think NASCAR's made some great moves. I think we have a better field than we've ever had before, and it's going to come down to Miami, and it's going to be dramatic.
I think this is the first race in many years where I think that race is going to determine who is going to win the championship, and we're very hopeful it'll be a Ford driver.